Hello everyone, my name is Steven Steele and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today I'll be showing you a ace tanker gameplay of the AMX CDC, the French Tier 8 Premium Medium Tank. I've done a review on this tank, it's on my channel, I uploaded it yesterday, so if you want to check that out, definitely go ahead and do that. I'll put a link in the description for it, so you can check that out if you want to have this tank or you want to know more about it, or if you want to see more gameplay on it. So this game, I'll be explaining my thoughts on the thought process in general on tanks like these. I'll be trying to give you an idea of how I play and why I do stuff that I do. And the first play here is obvious. We have good gun depression, we have great mobility, we can sneak into this street and get a free shot at the Cromwell. And I'll take one just like that here. Taking one back, but 139 damage for 461 done is obviously very worth it. So this tank, as you can see, has the mobility and has the gun to do this type of stuff. And if you have a medium that doesn't want to get shot like this, then this is one of your best plays to make. Here, I back out just in time before the RD hits me. Well, he doesn't hit me, he splashes me, but he would have hit me. And getting hit by RD in this tank means pretty much instant death because it has no armor. I mean, it's French. So, now, what I really want to point out here, as I'll pause the game here very quick, look at the map here. As I'll enhance it. The enemy has, well, multiple heavy tanks over there. They're all gathering on the middle. They appear to be brute forcing the middle area, and I'm a fucking CDC. I'm not gonna fight that. I'm not gonna fight any of those brutal force heavy tanks. No way I'm gonna do that. So I decide instead to just not give a shit and back out properly, like a true Frenchman right there. When you have a tank that has good mobility and a good snipey gun, you can always take more distance from the fight and just keep shooting from longer ranges. It doesn't really it doesn't really have a bad impact on your performance because your gun will do fine from that long range, but at least you won't die, which is rather nice. But yeah, early stage of the game, try to get free shots, but never take damage for free. Never ever take free damage. You always want to either trade or just not get shot at all. And the second one's actually better. Keeping your health for the most part of the game is very important. And now, here is a great example of sniping AMX CDC playstyle. I do fuck up my first shot. That was my bad completely. I could have aimed that a bit lower, but the second one will be very nice indeed. It goes high, but it still hits his turret, so it's okay. And there's the IS. I could finish him off, but my already hits him just as I shoot, so I don't get the kill. Now, I'm really not that great of a target right there, so I'm not gonna bother with that. And I will continue moving on, having done 720 damage for 300 damage back, out of which one was RD, so I can't complain too much about that either. You can see the general playstyle. You shoot whenever somebody's not looking or has no idea where you are. As long as you're not spotted or you can get your shot off before your enemy shoots you back, you're gonna be fine, and that's kind of how you play these types of tanks. Actually bounced that shot, pretty sure I had his upper plate, which was badly angled to be there. Well, I peek, I shoot, he shoots, and he fails his shot completely. So we're gonna take another shot for free, just like that. And right as we do, he shoots the ground in front of us, so we'll take another one for free. Seems to be eager to give us free damage here. Waiting for my reload, but my ally finishes him off, so it doesn't really matter too much. Now we've done 475 damage and still not taking any significant risks at all. There's the KV-3. He's aiming somewhere else, not me at least, and he's giving me side of his turret, and he just fired, so he's completely fucked. He can't do anything now. I'll just take the free kill home, and I am really happy. And by early game, not losing health allows you to trade health towards the middle and later stages of the game, where you sometimes have to get shot in order to do any damage. You can't always afford being invisible to the enemy team, and that's kind of what will happen in about 20 seconds, as you see. So we're gonna move in on this flank. We did win this flank for the most part, but there's still somebody sitting there, and he's actually gonna be pretty annoying to deal with. Do fuck up my first shot, but it wasn't really likely to hit. Now, as I go in here, you'll see that this guy's actually shooting AG. And that is very problematic because my tank doesn't have any armor. Glorious World of Tanks spotting mechanics right there. We shoot one another and he does have the HE advantage doing more damage, but now he shoots the other guy, so I'm free to go in and shoot him again. And And we're kinda gonna just trade health back and forth there, and that's something that's very important. If you are gonna do this, you need to make sure that early game you didn't lose all of your health for no reason. That was a terrible shot, by the way, but he shoots my tracks with HE, so it doesn't really matter. I'll repair my tracks in order to get another free shot. As I said early on, you don't really try to take any unnecessary damage, so that at some point in the game you can start trading your health back and forth. This guy actually bounced on me with that last shot, but I still don't want to go in because his HE actually kills me in one shot now, so I'm kind of hoping that the Cheery behind me there will come and help me out. But he doesn't seem to be willing to do that quite yet, so for now we're just chilling here and hoping our enemy makes a mistake and Jaya dives off a cliff or whatever. The general gameplay stays the same. You peek, you shoot, you don't aim for too long, you don't aim at all actually, because you don't want to get shot for free, and you can reduce the chance of getting shot if you just aim and shoot right away, instead of sitting there for the full 2 and whatever type of seconds. Sitting there for too long will easily get you shot at, and as a tank with no armor, getting shot at is not really what you're good at. So we go and finish him off here. I'm gonna argue that I could have aimed that a bit longer. It was a bit of a risk to shoot it that fast, I might have missed. But anyway, well played to this Cheery for going in there. If he hadn't gone in there, we could have definitely lost the game, because their IS-3 is missing, and he could take out some of our remaining tanks, if not all of them, because we're not doing that well in general. So yeah, at least we win this flank, and yeah, as I said, nice job to the Cheery there. So here we go, done 3k damage and taken 1100. That is completely worth it, obviously, and if you do that every game, you're gonna have perfectly fine stats. Here we find 2 TDs. One of them can actually aim on me, so what I do here is I shoot the one that cannot turn around to me, and then I hope the other one doesn't notice, and he doesn't really notice. And here he fires at my Cheery friend who dies, and so I have a free shot here, and that guy is not going to be able to shoot me anymore. You see the 10 degrees of gun depression of this vehicle are really working out. For this type of playstyle, gun depression, mobility and gun is all very important. That shot was a bit unlucky, but then again I didn't aim it, so that can happen, and you kind of have to risk that happening. But again, I move back and forth and I shoot very quickly. I don't really want to give him a shot. If I miss, then it's bad, obviously, but it doesn't have to be bad. I have enough ammo. Ammo doesn't cost shit on this tank, so if I miss, I miss. It doesn't really matter. As long as I don't take any unnecessary damage, I'm gonna be fine. And now the guy moves down, so it's time for me to go in and finish him off. So in general, that's my gameplay on this tank, and on every medium really. The Broody as well, if you want to see more of these type of gameplays, the Broody is kind of a tank. Same thing, really. It has some turret armor though, but other than that, you still don't want to get hit. You peek, you shoot, you hope you don't get shot, and you hope that you hit your own shot, obviously. And that's really how you play these tanks. You don't really lose any health for it, as long as you do it well enough, and you will rack up damage reasonably fast. I mean, I've done 3,781 damage, and I've only lost 1,100 health, which is quite a lot, but not that bad, really. I can technically still play, at least, because I'm not dead, so that's good enough for me. We'll get behind this IS-3 within about 20 seconds, and that will be the end of him as well. He was a bit of a threat back when we weren't sure if we were gonna win their cap circle, but now it's pretty much over, and this is a pretty silly shot. That was not gonna happen. You can see the playstyle on these tanks. You don't get shot for the most part, and when you have to, then sure you do, but there's not much to it. He actually misses there, actually got shot by moving forward. The turret on this tank, when you use gun depression, is a pretty small target, and my reload's better than the IS-3, so there is the last kill. So that's it for that game. As you can see, we got ourselves a nice ace tanker, and we got ourselves a very nice 2.4k experience, just a bit more. High caliber metal as well. We did just over 4k damage, and we actually did 1500 spawning damage, which these type of tanks are obviously very good for, with the good view range and the pretty good mobility as well. And the gun performance, it really is a joy when you get games like these, and it really makes this tank completely worth it, in my opinion. And on top of that, we get a very nice 118,000 credits earned, even though we did take a beating against that American medium. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this game, and that's pretty much it for the game where I explain the shit I do. And I hope you guys learned something from it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And if you did, please leave a like and sub, and I'll see you on the next one.